challenges facing the world today in terms of food security are huge, and what they need is a new set of solutions to work across a range of different disciplines.
People from geography, people from biology, people from earth and environment. It's that diversity that's absolutely key.
We want to keep a sustainable planet. We don't just want to rape it of all its nutrients, all its hedgerows, all its trees. It's just because we want food. We've got to have food and the environment. That's the sustainability we're looking for.
The issues that we're looking at are global. Linking up with the international experts that I work with, you have more ideas for how to further the field and how to really attack this problem of food security.
The School of Earth and Environment has lots of interdisciplinary connections with institutes that it's partnered with, like Africa College. It's not just doing a PhD within a small department. It has lots of worldwide links.
You need the interdisciplinary approach, I think, to pull it together to get results.
We can use that information, we can build on it, we can integrate in our programmes, we can go to our donors and say, this isn't just hearsay, this is robust scientific evidence that shows that these things are important.
One of the main gaps that really became apparent in what I'm researching is the difference between practice and policy.
Diversity in an agricultural system is really important.
We rely at the moment on a relatively small number of different crops. As climate shifts, what we expect is those varieties may not perform so well, and then we'll be needing to get at the diversity.
Farming systems, which traditionally are really diverse, are becoming monocrop fields, which is fine, but if you have a harvest of maize and it doesn't do very well, then you've got nothing else to eat, or you've got nothing else to sell, and there's not a lot you can do. Whereas if you've got a bit of maize and a few beans and a little bit of that, then you're in a much better position.
We need to adapt in order to make sure our yields are high.
To make sure that when we are planting land, it is producing the maximum benefits.
What it should tell us as farmers in the UK is how we should best mix environment and farming to maximise the farming, but minimise the environmental effect.
The PhD is a tremendous opportunity because of the time and space that the student has to get into the topic.
You're in charge of your own research, your own timeline. No one's telling you what to do or where you have to do it. So it's much more independent.
Without PhD students, I wouldn't be anywhere near as productive as I am.
Well, with the supervisor, they have their own areas of expertise, and it's really good to try and link those up. So as you progress in your PhD, you become more of an expert in this quite niche area, as they did through theirs, and you can have quite a symbiotic relationship with that.
It helps me because I only have so much time, and so even just with an hour a week, some conversations, some emails back and forth, once a student or a postdoc is up and running, that interaction and their time and their enthusiasm and their skills adds up to being able to achieve a whole lot more.
And it feels like you've got more access into actually getting your research out there and getting something done about it.
I'm funded for the PhD as a whole through the Economic and Social Research Council.
They provide a stipend, which is a basic living allowance, but the real cost involved are the field work.
People have this impression that doing research in a developing country is cheap and you don't need that much, but it's actually incredibly expensive. You have to take all your own food and water with you. You need translators and all the equipment that comes with working in an environment where there's no electricity.
I wouldn't have been able to go at all without the funding.
Money's really important, of being able to get out there and be able to talk to people early on and engage them so that the research you're doing has meaning for other people, it has relevance for people.
You need to get the funding in so that you can have PhD students and postdocs work on these ideas. You can really see their progress they're making. You can have some input to what they're doing and let them develop as well as individuals professionally. So it's really the best way of getting at these big issues.
I feel that I'm giving back something to a university that started me off on my career pathway. What really impressed me when I came back to see the changes, and I think above all the enthusiasm of everybody I met, the staff, the researchers. They just were so positive about their subjects, and I could only encourage others to join with me in doing what I've done and invest back into the university.
The sort of successes we've had in the recent past, which have led to really innovative thinkers in this area, are developing the future leaders to drive this agenda forward.
We all have this drive. It's not just about getting a PhD. We all want it to have some sort of meaning.
They know they're part of something bigger, and I think that's very important motivationally for them.
Alumni donations being able to support on new and innovative ways of doing that sort of research which produces the research leaders for tomorrow and fund a range of new and exciting projects, whether they be here in the UK or globally, in terms of where some of the real climate change issues are really already affecting agriculture.
Why are we doing research? We're doing research to get the results that changes the world.